All right, Kenman here. And today we've got another one from the Jack Wolf Knives pass around. I'm excited for this. Let's check it out. I got to handle one when I was in Blade Show Atlanta, but unfortunately I wasn't quick enough to pick one up. I wasn't paying attention, overwhelmed with all the stuff going on at Blade Show, and didn't grab one before they sold out. They sold out quick because they are fantastic. Let's get into it and check this out. How is that? Didn't I? What am I missing here? Ugh. Ah, a little piece across the front right there is preventing. Well, I guess I'm tearing the box now. What? Okay. The box was smarter than I. Let's get it. There it is. Get that box on the floor. Boom, we have it. Jack Wolf Knives. Soak it all in here. Jack Wolf Knives Gateway. I've got some tape on my hand here. That will be annoying if I didn't take that off. All right. This is the Gateway. Barlow Abalone. Oh, the Gateway series from Jack Wolf Knives. These just came out, became available on July 1st. I'm filming this on the 5th, just after the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everyone. But they released and sold out everywhere almost immediately. They did have a few in Atlanta at Blade Show, and as I said, I wasn't able to grab one in time before they sold out. Now I've got one from my pass around group. Thanks again to Jack Wolf, Ben, Titanium Justin for help getting me on this pass around with Jack Wolf. Awesome, awesome knives we get to look at. Here we go, the Gateway. Nice little box. Slide that off of there. Little treat out of the way. And look at this. Here we are, the Gateway Barlow with abalone on that handle, which is a shell. The abalone snail. A lot of people get them as a delicacy, or you can eat them. They also make a really cool shell that people use for decorating some things. This is really nice. All right, soak it up. Soak it up. The Jack Wolf Knives Gateway Barlow has an abalone inlay or layer on that. It also has like a little blue layer underneath there, some acrylic to give it some strength. And we have the nickel silver on the bolster and a 14C28N on that blade steel right there. This is called the Gateway because it is the gateway to introduce you to the Jack Wolf knife experience. So we got a half stop, little walk and talk on there. There is a nail nick right there, which I have not used yet. I've been trying to see the strength of the pull on there. It is pretty tight. If I get in there with the nail, get that first part out, and then open it the rest of the way. Solid looking knife. So the Gateway series, this is more of their budget friendly model, so you can kind of get used to it, get that Gateway into the more premium versions that Jack Wolf does offer. That abalone though, I mean, tell me this doesn't just look premium already. Classic slip joint design, nice half stop right there, very solid on the build. Look at that. There's nothing budget about this though, other than the price. Very solid build, high quality. The lines on the bolster right there, really smooth, clean edges on the back. See that half stop as it comes out, you can kind of see the spring tension. Nice solid walk and talk there. You can pinch this one open. I know each one you get can have a little bit different strength on the pull. Just give this one a pretty solid pull. There is a shield inlay right there. Wow, this thing looks great. I definitely wanted to grab one. I was kind of looking at this one or the wood handled version. There's like 6 or 7 different versions of this when they are available. Unfortunately, they did all sell out pretty much right away. So I was lucky enough to know that one was coming through on the pass around. And funny story is, I'm with, it's a group of 4 of us on this Jack Wolf pass around group, and a bunch of great guys, you know them all. And anyway, all 3 of them already have this exact knife. They got it in Atlanta or picked it up. So basically, they all of them already had it. They're like, all right, this one's going to Kenman, and you get to keep this one. So this one is mine to actually keep, which is really cool. I'm excited to have one. Ooh. That is a stiff pull, but the nice thing about a stiff pull is then when you're in there doing the work, because it doesn't have a lock on it, it does hold that position well. I love the size of this, that Barlow design where it's kind of tapered on the handle, that classic design. Got the clip point on the blade. Great size. Get my index finger in there for doing some draw cuts. As I said, you can push it with your thumb, but it is a solid lockout. I love a half stop. Not as much of a fan on slip joints that have a long, slow or single pull. I do prefer that half stop like that. That nail nick you can get in there. It is a thin nail nick though. I notice I kind of got at my nail a little bit there, but that's part of it. You want it to be nice and solid, or at least I do. Nice little sharpening choil space right there. Gives you some time to kind of sharpen this and use it. Definitely thin, kind of right in this way. I kind of enjoy that. My other Jack Wolf. Okay, yeah, it is definitely a little bit thinner. We'll do some comparisons in just a second here, but blade is solid. No play. Feels nice and tight. Pretty much in this. It looks like it's actually the angles. I know when the light's coming harder from one side, when I hold it like this, it looks like it's off to the right a little bit, but then when I flip it around this way, it looks like it's almost centered. So it's pretty close. Not mad at that at all. Pinch. I wish I prefer it to be just a little bit looser. I know some people, I kind of have weak hands, weak wrists, so I struggle a little bit with that strength because I've broken my thumbs and my hands or fingers a few times. I know some people, I've seen them, they take one that I have a hard time with, and they're just like boom, 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 boom. So it just depends. Some people got extra strength on there, but I think this is solid. I love the shape and the design of this. Oh, the Gateway. All right. And what do we think about the Abalone? Oh, that is cool stuff. Really nice piece. It's going to be very, they're all going to be different and unique because it's a shell. Each one will have its own kind of facets and lines and colors and more of the blue or the green or the silver. I think the piece on here looks fantastic. Under 7 inches. So almost 6 7/8 end to end. Blade is 3 inches on the money right across the center. 3 1/8 if you go angled out on the corner there. And cutting surface 2 3/4 with a slight curve on the front of the belly. That Barlow handle 3 7/8. This is a great size. I need to get a slip for this. Yeah, should just order a nice Jack Wolf slip or maybe get one from Terry. 0.10. So that 0.10 carries right to there. You got a little relief cut on there, and then the main grind, nice and slicey feel on that 14C28N blade. Love the big bolster on there. The whole look of this is just very classic Barlow. 0.42. pretty much on the handle. The narrowest part of the bolster, 0.63. The widest part at the back, 8.5. Thickest on the blade, 0.71. And the saga of the never-ending battery continues. Right here. Oh, that feels smooth. Look at that abalone right there. What a great piece. Really nice little lines, facets. Both sides just look awesome. Very well done. And then there's a little bit of acrylic sealant over the top. Give it that clear coat. Really kind of make it pop. I dig it. Fantastic. 3.1. Kaiser Drop Bear, I compare with everything. 3.29, almost the same size. I do have my Jack Wolf Primo Jack right here. 2.96. Oh, wow. Look at that. The Primo Jack is a little bit lighter. I suppose since it's not a slip joint, that might make it a little less with the extra metal on the back. This has got the titanium back spacer. Surprising. 3.1, still a good weight size for this one right here. All right, let's... Ugh, it's tight. Oh, come on. Primo Jack. Got that same kind of cool classic, almost Barlow style, except for this does have the titanium bolster lock. It's got the flick out action. Got that front flipper on there. So that is a little look here at the Gateway, and then the premium version here from Jack Wolf. Primo Jack is really fun. S90V on the blade plus the titanium, the carbon, the extra titanium accents. I've been considering taking the clip off of here and have it be, even though it flicks out and has action on it, still have it be more of that kind of slip joint design without, and then put it in a slip. So you can see the Gateway is just a little bit shorter, maybe a 1/2 inch on the handle, 1/4 inch or so on the blade, but a very similar style and design. I compare everything with the Kaiser Drop Bear. Great daily user. Excellent set of jimps on there. Very fidgety, fun. Excellent bug out size, pyrite size. Blade's about the same. And handle is maybe a 1/4 inch larger on that Drop Bear. So the Gateway Barlow. Definitely good user size. I have a big hand, but you can see when I stretch out my grip here, my pinky is not falling off the back of that at all. Feels nice and smooth. I like the blade shape of this right here. All right, we have been doing some paper cut tests. I don't know what the other guys have done, or how many of them saw this, or they just passed it along because they already had one for their own review. We'll see how this 14C 28N edge is right out the where we're at here. Ooh, that is amazing. Oh, this is easily a 9.5. I don't really give out 10s. That's definitely a 9.5 though. Whew. It's a Gateway. It's a Gateway straight into wanting one of their premium. This feels like a premium knife. Call this a budget version, as they were right when they came out. I believe they're $75. That is a great price to get yourself going on starting off on some Jack Wolf. God, now I'm starting to just tear the paper, but look at that. Just get in there. Just a nice clean cut. Great stuff. I dig it. Check these out. Hopefully they'll be doing another drop pretty soon. Stay tuned to watch out for that. And if you are interested, I definitely can give my thumbs up stamp of approval. I know this was sent to me for free. I do honestly say I was slow on the ball when I was in Atlanta, and I went over and went up and said, "Hey, Ben, I want to grab one." He's like, "Yeah, the ones on the table are the only ones we really have." They sold out fairly quick, so I missed my opportunity, but now I do have it. I will always give my honest opinion, you know, if I paid for it or if I got it or if it's passed around or whatever. I am going to enjoy this. This is a great knife. I've been really getting into the slip joints. I love that half stop on there. Feels solid. Great look and design. Good work, Ben. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.